What is up, everybody? To Reverse TV today. So apparently, Square Enix is trying to release new DLC for the Marvel Avengers game. New DLC, a PS5 and Xbox Series X version for this game. And it's like at this point, do we really care? At this point, this game flopped. They had one chance to make a good Avengers game, and they dropped the ball. It's kind of like you have the one of the most popular licenses, the one of the most popular franchise of popular licenses on the planet, and you drop the ball with this. It is totally ridiculous. All they have to do is make a good single player game, and that was it. They want to focus on the story. This a multiplayer, and the game flopped. So they are trying to give us. Let me see the DLC they're trying to give us. So the company said on Thursday that it plans to show off the second part of its two Hawkeye story arc, which will conclude with Clint Barton DLC alongside the current gen version of the game on February 26th. The first part of the Hawkeye story, Kate Bishop taking aim, launched in December 2020. So during that time period, they gave us Kate Bishop as a DLC character, and then which this then the next DLC is gonna be Hawkeye. It's like, who cares? Who cares about Kate Bishop, bro? I remember when they brought this out in December. I didn't want, I didn't think it was even newsworthy to talk about because, like, who cares about Kate Bishop? Who is Kate Bishop? No one knows unless you're like a hardcore comic book reader. Nobody knows who Kate Bishop is. And they bring us Hawkeye. It's like this, and the game. When did this game come out? This game came out. I'm trying. I can't remember when this game came out, but it's. Let me see. It's been such a long time since this game released. And then they promised us that Spider-Man DLC, which where is it at? If you bought the PS5 or PS4 version, you bought the PS4 version, you're supposed to get Spider-Man DLC. That has been delayed. I don't know why. I don't see anybody playing this game. I don't see anybody going back to this game. Even with the DLC they're bringing out, I don't see this game getting any traction. It's kind of like y'all waited way too long. And then this game is just trash. It is just the biggest piece of trash at this point. And it's sad because I love the Avengers movies. I love the TV shows as well. But you flopped with the game, though. How did you flop so badly with this game, with the license? It's just ridiculous. And they want to release this DLC. I think it's too little too late now. It's like too late at this point to release DLC for this game. But I kind of want to see what these people in the comment section have to say about this. See what these replies are. Man, since they announced Spider-Man exclusives to just one system, I don't support the game at all. Spider-Man is a universal character that would never be exclusive to any platform from a third party. I did a video about this as well when this was being talked about. I was like, I think Sony was on a crappy move, but at this point, like, who really cares? It's like, even if they do bring out Spider-Man, who's gonna come back to this game at this point? Nobody. I see him here supporting Xbox only games. You deluded fanboys. So he's going back and forth with this guy. That's okay. So let's see like a Reddit thread that talks about the same story. I kind of want to get this game on sale when it comes to PS5 upgraded, but not gonna lie, the game feels so unattractive in terms of what I want to have. Kind of strange. The only people I see getting this game is the people who just didn't buy the game before are gonna buy it, like when the Spider-Man DLC releases or when the PS5 or when the next gen version is released. I don't, but if you bought this day one, if you because I bought this game day one, I'm pretty sure you are probably highly disappointed at this game. It's like they have the story mode, which is like it was great. It's probably like a good 7, 8, 10 hour story mode, but after that, it's like you're done after that point. They should just focus on story mode, and not focus on other nonsense multiplayer crap. Yeah, I feel like that too. Just hold your horses. They have an agreement with Sony. I'm probably going to be free with PS Plus games upon arriving Spider-Man to Mac players. They might as well bring. They might as well just release it for free at this point. They should just do it like what he said. Make it a PS Plus game and just call it that. You get that game for free. You gotta pay for the. You gotta have to pay for the DLC. That's the only way I can think. I think about them saving this game somewhat. They just make it free, a free to play game. It's not strange. The game had huge potential. There are tons of Marvel fans, and all they had to do was create something decent, and would have been the next big thing, next big thing. But the game is not decent. It's awful. I played the beta, which was really a demo since it happened a week before release, and the game did absolutely nothing right. Every single aspect of it was either generic, so to straight up awful. Literally, the only reason I want to have it has literally the only reason I want to have a superhero game. That's it. The game model doesn't appeal to me, but I'll always pay money to be Iron Man. I bought this game at launch on PC. The campaign is actually pretty fun, but everything that comes after is terrible. I agree as well. Like the campaign is fun, but yeah, like you said, everything else that comes after is just terrible. Bought at launch for PS4. It's okay game. Campaign is fun. The story is great. The multiplayer part is just okay. It's not bad in my opinion. Okay. The game did a great job making each character play different, and the combat is much more complex than it's shown. Okay, it did do a good job with that because each character does play different than the other one, so that is kind of true. The campaign missions are pretty good too, but outside of that, there's little content and no variety of enemies, locations that gets repetitive fast. Yeah, you fighting as the same robot enemies, you fight the same enemies over and over again. Apparently, the base store is actually good if you can get it cheap. May as well, especially if it's a good deal. The game deserves all criticism it got, but Crystal Dynamics is a good studio. They were the lead of the first two reboot Tomb Raider games. They are fantastic. Yeah, it's kind of weird because they made the Tomb Raider games, the reboot Tomb Raider games, which I enjoy those games, but this Avengers game was just such a disappointment. Like the campaign was fun, but after that, it's like what else are you doing with that? It's like you're just done once you beat the story mode. Really excited with this. Hell, I had fun with the game, but I felt it's just repetitive. It was very repetitive. I know hating on the game is the norm, but I actually enjoy playing through the campaign. They definitely need to revamp the loot system and the overall repetitiveness, but the characters are well designed and the combat is actually fun. For a dying game, it's baffling how they decide to add Kate Bishop, Clint Barton instead of Spider-Man to generate more interest on PlayStation platforms. Yeah, like why, let's give us Kate Bishop instead of Spider-Man. Like who wanted Kate Bishop? Nobody even knows who Kate Bishop even is. Yeah, this game. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you see the replies. People are not happy with this DLC. The common thing people are saying is that the story mode was great. It was okay story mode, but it was just too short. Like once you beat it, there was nothing else to do pretty much. So yeah, people are very disappointed with this game and Square Enix doing this. Crystal Dynamics more specifically. But yeah, definitely see your comments down below about how you feel about this situation with Marvel releasing this DLC like a lot after the fact. They're releasing this DLC now. Um, do you think it's too late for this company at this point, for this game at this point, or do you think they could still come back? I think they can possibly come back if they just make it a free to play game at this point. They just give it out for free, then have people just make money on people buying the DLC. I think that's the only way this game's gonna come back to a somewhat form of relevancy. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Definitely see your comments down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.